Okay, here I go. I'm trying to explain the answer here for this particular problem. This is Actex, exam 1, problem number 15. Okay, so x and y be a discrete random variable with the joint probabilities given, right? So they're the joint probability are given, and let the parameters theta 1 and theta 2 be constrained under these constraints right there. If x and y are independent, then find what theta 1 and theta 2 are, if they're independent. And what we know about independence is that if you times the probability of x times probability of y is the same as finding the probability of the joint. So that's through independence. That's what they're talking about, independence. So what we're looking for is what theta 1 is and what theta 2 is, and our number one rule is that the probabilities must sum to 1, right? If you got everything inside, right, you know everything, the joint's supposed to sum up to 1. So let's go ahead and sum these up, right? So you have this theta 1 plus theta 2 plus theta 1 plus 2 theta 2 plus theta 1 plus 2 theta 2 plus theta 1 plus theta 2, and it's supposed to sum up to 1. Therefore, how many theta 1s we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 of those. And we have 1, 3, 5, 6 of those theta 2s. So we already have our first thing. We know that this is supposed to sum up to be 1, which is good. But it still doesn't tell us to figure out the answer here. So one of the things I noticed right away, and I should have used it, and I didn't think about it, but I'm going to show it to you guys now because this is, it's really important, is that you see this is sort of symmetric in a sense of, like, you see this theta 1 plus theta 2, the same as theta 1 plus 32, and that this one right here is the same as this one. And these are, when I look at this is the marginal of x equal 1. This is basically the probability that x is equal to 1. It's the same as if probability of x is equal to 5. You see this right here? They are the same. This right here is the same. This is backwards. It's the same. And look here. It's the same. Well, this is backwards to this one. So all these probabilities, I'm sorry, this is not x, this is going to be y. Y is 2. Are the same. All these probabilities are the same. They are equal to each other. So what do we know? Well, they have to sum up to 1, and if they're all are equal, the marginals, this row here is the same as this one here, then we know that the marginal of this is 0.5, and it's got to be 0.5. It has to be, because they're the same. They have the exact equal amount on each side, and this is on the same, and this is on the same. So this right here is a half. So now we know our marginals, and now we get to use what we know. We know that to find this probability is probability of x equals 1 times the probability of y is equal to 2, and use our probabilities. There it is, 0.4. We know exactly what that one is. But let's see if do this one. What's this one? Probability of x equals 1 times the probability of y is equal to 4. Same probability. Okay, cool. So now we know that all these ones are equal to a quarter. Great. All right, Chris. Now all we have to do is use these two equations. One equation is 1 is equal to 4 theta 1 plus 6 theta 2. And the other one, let's just use this one right here, that this is equal to a quarter, or theta 1 plus theta 2. All right. Now, which one of these ones here, following our constraints here, tell us which is the right answer? Okay? So we have, what is this? The theta 1, right? This is theta 1. Theta 1 is equal to 0. Okay? We put a 0 here. We can still get 1, but we put a 0 here. We will not get what we want. That's not 1/4. Doesn't work. What about this one? Theta quarter. We get the quarter here. That gets to a 0. That's a 1. Perfect. That's perfect. And then we put a quarter here, and theta 0. Bam. That works. It works for both of them, and we can test. We can test them all. Now I've already done it, but if you want to test this right here, it's still going to get to you a 1. But when we come down for our second constraint, right, this is not going to work. We have first of all, it's a negative, and then plus this 1/3. That's not going to even. They're not going to even add up to correctly. Let's go to here. We have this quarter here plus minus that. That's not going to be the same. And here, they won't be the same. They got to have two 1/8 to actually get that. So you already know just by using that alone, after you figure this out, that B is your answer.